Hello, Scotland lovers and Glasgow fans. Welcome to my channel. My name is Jana and this is Curves on the Road. Today I'll show you a hotel we stayed in Glasgow. It's Joris Inn, and I'll show you a little bit of the city as well so that you know what you're getting yourself into. The hotel is right in the center of Glasgow. For the parking, we used the garages that are nearby, and the hotel has 50% discount, so you will pay just half the price it normally should be. You'll take the ticket and they'll exchange it at the reception for you. At the reception, everybody was very helpful. Obviously, everybody speaks English because, duh, we are still an English-speaking country. And there are elevators to the higher floors. Here's the bedroom in Joris Inn. Big mirror, 2 beds. One is slightly bigger, the other one is smaller, so it can technically squeeze in 3 people, but I would say just 2 is more than enough. There's enough sockets around the beds. The thing is, you have to have the reduction because there is no USB to charge your phone or anything like that. So count on that and bring your reduction. Maybe actually if you ask at the reception they would have one, but I wouldn't risk that. Another big mirror, coffee, tea, little ginger biscuits, kettle. We have a TV, of course. There's no fridge in this room, just normal drawers, hangers. There's a hairdryer in one of the drawers. Bathroom. And toilet. And the only thing I particularly don't like are these shower curtains. Here's the shampoo break. The shower unfortunately has just the rain shower on top. Oh my goodness, yeah, you know how I love that, don't you? So that is a little bit unfortunate, but overall it's fine. Maybe you can hear behind me now the sound of trains. We're right at the train station, and you hear the trains only because I left the window open. Once I close the window, no sound, so it's good. Even if you are a light sleeper, I don't think you will have problem here because the windows are really soundproof. The breakfast was full Scottish, which was great. All that it was missing is black pudding, but who's interested in black pudding, right? So you get all the beans, eggs, all that fun stuff. So you will really enjoy the breakfast, I'm sure. There were no fruits though, so it's a little bit not on the healthy side, but once in a while, since you're visiting, you can just have what locals do. If you're in Glasgow, don't miss out on visiting the Glasgow University. It's an amazing place. It has this old Harry Potter vibe. I love it here. It's really gorgeous. We're standing in the hall that's in most of the pictures you can find on the internet. And there's a little chapel. There are places where the students go. Definitely, if you're around, come visit. The University of Glasgow is one of the UK's oldest and most prestigious seats of learning, and it is the 4th oldest university in the English-speaking world. It was founded in 1451. The alumni of University of Glasgow include some of the major figures of modern history. Engineer James Watt, physicist Lord Kelvin, or economist Adam Smith, whose statue you can see over here.
The University Chapel was constructed as a memorial to the 755 sons of the university who had died in the First World War. It was designed by Sir John Burnet. Though the admission process is rigorous, the University of Glasgow has acceptance rates of encouraging 74.3%. We obviously have to see the city centre, so we're heading towards the George Square. It's the principal square in Glasgow. You definitely shouldn't miss the statue of the Duke of Wellington at the Royal Exchange Square because it is quite specific. It has the traffic cone on its head. Glaswegians simply want to show that they have sense of humor and they don't take their politicians too seriously.
You can also visit the Kelvingrove Art Gallery and Museum. There's some modern art. I saw some heads hanging from the ceiling, and there's a museum part as well. I'm not sure we'll go inside. If we do, I'll give you footage. If not, well, you can come and check for yourself.
We eventually did go inside the museum and we have seen the floating heads. This piece was made by Sophie Cave and she wanted to show you the nightmare of creepy feeling that hundreds of eyes are watching you. She created over 50 heads that are displaying different emotion including laughter and despair. If you like concerts, there is an organ recital in the lobby on regular basis. There are lots of different exhibits, over 8,000 of them in the museum, including paintings, but also stuffed animals. You can even see elephant, sea turtle, or the Highland cool, as well as more exotic things like a squirrel. We have also visited the Riverside Museum in Glasgow.
For parking, you pay £1.60 per hour, and the admission is free.
We had no idea what to expect, only that it will be probably somewhere on the side of the river, and we were quite pleasantly surprised. It is basically a transportation history museum, and there are lots and lots of exhibits that especially boys and even little older boys will love. There are old trains, old cable cars. Actually, in the past, there were even double-decker trams. I had no idea that existed. Old, very expensive cars, and for ladies, there was also always the fashion style of the epoch that they were displaying. Depending on how much of a car enthusiast you are, you might need an hour or two to go through the whole museum. There's first floor as well. Most of the exhibits have some description or some story behind them, which is very nice. And as every museum, it makes you wonder if you could drive something like that, or if you would be comfortable on a trip in a wooden car, or if you could pull off a metal dress. Even me, who knows nothing about cars, could recognize a Rolls-Royce because of the statue. We also saw a car that was designed and driven by a woman. And here is a minivan driven by a teddy bear. Curves on the Road, only in white. Please let me know down in comments if you are the museum type. Do you always visit some local museums when you travel, or you prefer some authentic experiences and you avoid these places? The indoors exhibition is free, but there's also outside part, which is a big sailing ship. But if you want to explore that one, you have to pay for it. One of the modern symbols of Glasgow is definitely an armadillo. It's a concert hall, but there are also conferences. It is at the Riverside, right opposite BBC Scotland. For BBC Scotland, it's Jana from Curves on the Road. You might have already seen my video about Inverness, and there will also be a video about Edinburgh. Just wait and see. And we have moved to our final stop, and that's the Dalton Fountain in front of the People's Palace. It was built to commemorate the 1887 Golden Jubilee of Queen Victoria, and it also commemorates the British achievements.
So that's it. That's the whole video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, why don't you give me a Scottish thumb up? And you can subscribe to my channel. I upload every Sunday. Thank you very much for watching. Have an amazing rest of your day, and bye!